What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Watch for the Hook podcast, dropping weekly on Wednesdays that we have now coined Watch for the Hook Wednesday. I got my co-pilot right here with me, Michael Parker.
All right, Miss Parker, bring us on in, girl.
And look, I had to freestyle that one.
Hey, she sound like a professional. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I appreciate the introduction, Miss Parker,
No worries, no
and
worries.
thank you for bringing us in. So today, I guess we're gonna go ahead and just basically jump into our topic
Really, we're gonna leap into it.
off flip.
Go on, talk about it.
So today we're gonna talk about, what me and Miss Parker have talked about, what we did to start Watch for Look, and that's just jumping off the cliff.
Yep,
And what we did was we took an idea, we took some research,
yeah.
we took some planning, we took some money.
We
Well,
took all of that.
we took all that, but I'm gonna tell you, what we came to figure out was
Boy,
we needed a whole lot more.
we sure did. We thought we had done like enough, and it wasn't enough.
Yeah, and so we jokingly talk about enjoying the free fall and all that stuff, but that type of atmosphere can't work for everyone.
Nope.
And
That's a
so
lot of risk
yeah,
in that.
and basically, so what we're trying to talk to people who want to get into business, who are thinking about starting a business, we want you to go out and do a few things. One, do your research.
Y'all finna say, go on and give them a list.
Yeah, do your research, number one. Number two, find you people, maybe a mentor or somebody who is competent in that area that you feel comfortable with talking to learn more.
Let me like reiterate and express the importance of competence. Okay. Competency, like that has to be on point because people will pretend that they can provide that insight and knowledge and they really can't. Or they're in a similar lane. It's just really so culturally different from yours that the benefits will stop at a certain point. Does that make sense?
Yeah, see, basically saying be careful for the folks that faked it till they made it.
That,
And so, and that, I mean, that's hard. That got us.
yeah,
We got swindled.
yeah,
We got bamboozled.
yeah,
We got led astray,
yeah.
hoodwinked, lied to, faked out, faked all that good
But
stuff.
then also, even with them pretending that they have a clue and they don't, it goes back now to the second part is cultural competency. So you may be in the same lanes or similar lanes, but the cultures are different. So you're now speaking to different audiences. So you have to understand that at some point in time, that fork is gonna meet the road, right?
Gotcha.
So you have to be okay with now venturing out on your own.
Exactly. And so, Miss Parkin, you're speaking about the culture differences. You're like saying, like, okay, like me and you, we African American.
Yeah.
And,
Brown people.
and then let's just say somebody that ain't brown come talking to you like, hey, we got you.
Yeah.
Come on over here and watch for the hook. We got you. Then we started talking to them. They're like, yeah, we ain't.
Yeah, because they can't understand why you have to take a certain route that you have to take, or why you could choose colorways that you have to choose is because that now speaks to your targeted audience, which typically identifies to your culture.
Exactly. And so another thing we were going to talk about, when we say just don't jump off that cliff,
Yeah, don't do it.
understand the financial strain or commitment.
I see, I like the fact that you said commitment
Oh yeah, you
and
got to
not
commit to this.
strain.
Well, it's
So no, so you took strain and just flipped it to a positive, which is commitment. Same thing.
because
Strain sounds negative, commitment sounds positive.
yeah,
I like that.
because this thing is you got to commit to this.
Yep, you sure
I
do.
mean,
You better, or you're gonna be wasting your money.
like we married, so we committed to making this marriage work.
Dang,
I
you
mean,
waste
but
my money.
but here, shit, you waste your time and your money. I mean, so let's just be honest. Your business is gonna require that same financial commitment. Let's go time commitment.
Yeah,
Let's go nurturing commitment. Cause
energy,
energy
focus.
commit. Oh shit, you see how commitments here. I need to give
Hey,
you a 10.
hold on. You sound like you overwhelmed.
I listen, Linda. I didn't say I
What?
was overwhelmed. I'm good. But I'm just telling them they need to understand when you sign up for this, because these are the problems you asking for.
You know?
Because did nobody tell you to start a business, did they, Miss Parker?
No, they didn't.
Nobody tell you to go jump off that cliff, unprepared, unbeknownst. Just saw a cliff and said, hot damn, let me see if I can fly.
Hold on, let me tell you, this is so off topic and it might be inappropriate. But when you started talking about signing up and the commitment, all I could think about was Usher and Wale's song.
Oh,
Sing it. No,
is it a question of my heart?
that's all that came to my mind.
You got it. It don't belong to anyone
Oh
but
my God.
you.
But do you see?
But that ain't the song I'm gonna walk down the aisle to, player.
Back to topic over
I'm
here.
just saying,
Back to topic over here.
So
But do you see why they
that
kind of like,
commitment is
yeah,
tough.
yeah. I was like, man, it just started. Now I'm gonna be singing it the rest of the evening. I'm sorry, I digress. Go ahead.
But Miss Parker is right. There are layers of commitments to starting and running a business. And so we talked about, the third thing was just, the financial constraint. Didn't I think I just ran all off into like seven, eight other ones. So another part of, they jumping off the cliff thing is
Yeah.
what they don't tell you is understanding to take your ego out of your business.
That's something when I say you speak on all the time, you be like, I had to check my ego at the door. Because, I mean, I will safely say we've had our egos checked for us. And I mean, you have to have an ego to embark on a journey like this. It has to be a cocky fool.
I tell you,
But we have had our egos checked at the door. Not that our ego was inflated, but just an ego check is just simply a checks and balance at some point in time. And
what I,
we love the individual that checked it.
I what I always say, I'm gonna kill 'em with this one. And they still
Everybody's still
still
alive.
alive. I mean, right now we can tell y'all, if you want to come by the www.watch4 the number 4 the hook.com,
That's right.
you'll see our latest apparel item up there. The hook got me, but it didn't stop me.
Yeah.
And that was inspired by our youngest daughter, Talia, who over a year ago, was like, Daddy, y'all coming up with these ideas. Tatiana had tasked me to define the hook, and
Yes.
it took me about 7 minutes to figure that out. And she was like, "Damn, that was quick." I was like, "Hey, the hook is the hook."
Yeah. Yeah.
And then so our young we have our kids involved in this business from front to back. And so Talia was like, Daddy, sometimes people get knocked down, but they get back up. So, the hook got me, but it didn't stop me.
That's all her.
That's all her.
That's all her.
And so we got with our graphic designer, and she put out a design we love, and it's on the site right
It's
now.
produced.
www.watch4 the number 4 the hook.com, where you come by and purchase it. Free shipping on us as well.
And you know what? I think for those of you serious podcasters that are interested in also adding a little additional income as far as monetization to your podcast, you can go by podcastmoneymerch.mykajabi.com. Go on ahead, get yourself signed up, get that discovery call with us. And as you're going through these calls with us and some of these tutorials, you'll actually see us wearing this shirt.
That is true. And as a matter of fact, the discovery call is free.
Sure is. We like free.
Yeah, so we want to
Free
let
helps
y'all know.
everybody out. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Talk to us for free.
exactly, we're willing to help mentor and help you get this journey started.
For free.
Let us be your parachute as you
Mhm.
try to jump off the cliff.
For free. Okay. I feel like we just went all over the place.
Oh, no, no,
We just
no.
always have so much to talk about.
No, but that's still a great segue right
Yeah.
there because you're still talking about things that we didn't have.
Yes. So like with podcast money and merch, that is like a plan. That is literally helping you create your plan. That's cultivating your plan. And the reason we could do that is because we reverse engineered everything we did. And we sat up there and said, dang, wish I'd had a plan.
Telling you,
So it's like, here you go.
hey, we got the plan already mapped out for you, but all you all have to do, sit down with us, have a discovery call for one,
Yep.
see if you're willing to get ready to go on this committed journey.
Give us
'Cause
a question.
it's gonna be a commitment from you, not from us. If you ain't got the commitment in you, starting a business is the wrong thing to do.
Yeah. or even going down this route
Yes,
with podcasting and creating an apparel line
exactly.
or
Yeah.
whatever type of product line you create. There's a plan for it. So yeah. Okay, I feel like we should get back on topic,
No,
Michael.
no, we still talking about that cliff. Because a lot of people have jumped off that cliff and said, "Oh man, I had my money right, I had a business plan, I had financials in order, I even had the product ready to go." You know what they didn't have?
What?
Customers.
Well, I'm sitting up here like, dang, they had everything. What were they missing? Customers. So that was a part of the plan. It wasn't there.
Exactly. You got to understand how to find your customer base.
So basically, you literally just said was out what I was thinking. So they had a plan for all of that, but they didn't have a plan for what to do next in case it didn't turn out like they originally thought.
Exactly.
Oh my God, we were thinking about the same
How
thing.
do you pivot or how do you zig and you zag when the straight line went crooked?
Yep.
And so I'm telling you, these are things that when you come to the cliff and you're like, hey, this looks cool. What? So the
Splash.
problem is when you jump off the cliff, you can't get back on it.
You can't. You can't.
Yeah. So, people have to understand that, and that's where all of these things we talked about play a very important role in it.
Yep.
And you just can't say, well, I got 2 out of 7.
It don't work like that.
That's still jumping off the cliff. You can have 6 out of 7.
Yeah,
That's still jumping off the
it
cliff.
is.
But what you need is to understand is that when you're jumping off that cliff, the more things you have, hopefully you got the parachutes, which
Yeah.
for us, I think we had maybe like 2 parachutes.
How many
And,
did we need?
about 12.
I was gonna say 10.
Yeah, I
Say
think we
10.
need at least 10 or 12.
Yeah.
And we're fortunate enough to, just being transparent with everything. We still work our regular jobs.
Yes, we do.
And people are like, oh, you started a business, you balling.
No, I'm not.
No, I ain't balling. I just dribbling more balls. You know what I mean? Like I ain't balling. I just went from dribbling one ball or 2 balls to 8 more balls.
But you know what? I think I will say some people, you know how you have that old adage, we're building this plane as we fly.
Hmm.
I think maybe, of course, absolutely 100% in the beginning, we were building the plane as we fly,
Oh yeah,
as we were flying. But I think now we can safely say we are beyond that point.
yeah. We're actually in the cockpit flying.
Yeah, now that doesn't mean the plane don't need upgrades. We don't need just a bigger plane. That doesn't mean that at all. There's always room for improvement and growth and self-assessment. But for us to get to the point where we're now willing and able to mentor and to coach, we're no longer building the plane as we fly. And we're trying to help you not build the plane as you fly.
We're gonna help you work on your flight plan
Yeah. Oh
because
my
that's what
God.
we're doing.
Yeah. So we're
We
in the cockpit
Yeah, they were
now.
in the cockpit. So we're
Yeah.
trying to help y'all understand your flight plan
Yeah.
because every flight has a destination
It does, or it should, but it's a lot of people that are building a plane as they fly, and they don't know where they're going.
or don't know where they want to go.
Yeah, so come
It's a difference
on.
between not knowing where you're going,
Yeah.
but you don't know where you want to
What
go.
are you looking for? What are you doing?
Yeah, like, am I flying east, west, north, south?
Or am I just circling?
Am I circling? Am I going high enough?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
I don't hit these mountains that's
Mhm.
behind these clouds I don't see
Right.
because I'm flying at 10,000 feet when I need to be at 30.
Yeah. So it's like that's just I think and it took us a while to get to that point naturally because we did hit hurdles and obstacles.
Oh,
And
man.
we do have better insight about planning and just the point of planning and logistics and the importance of it. So yeah, I think I can safely say we are beyond the building it as we fly.
I mean, one of the biggest thing is we launched in COVID.
Yes, we did. But we had started working
Okay.
prior to COVID happening.
Yeah, but we had no plan for
W-
COVID
We did not have a plan for
like the rest of the
COVID.
world. We didn't have no
We did
plan for
not have
COVID.
but we did catch backlash from people that were like, "Oh, y'all lunching during a pandemic?" Yeah, like we've been sitting on this for months and working for months. I can't sit on this any longer.
Exactly. And so that's one thing we also talk about when you're understanding when to launch a business.
Mhm.
What type of business are you launching? Some of that stuff depends on your season.
Yep.
But like I say, for those who are podcasters who looking to monetize their merch, we give you ideas on, are you selling merch based off your podcast, off the seasonal drops that you're talking about during your
Yeah,
podcast?
yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot
It's
of
a lot
stuff.
of things. And so we're not gonna give you a bunch right now, but like Miss Parker said, you can come by where Miss Parker and check that
Hey,
out.
podcastmoneymerch.mykajabi.com.
Hey, y'all heard it right there. And so Miss Parker, as we're still in free fall, I talk about this all the time. Me and Miss Parker, we're we're no longer, I guess we're no longer in free fall. We're in the cockpit now.
Yes,
And
that's
so
nice.
we're in the cockpit and we're traveling on our way because right now we got a plane that's flying. Watch for the Hook Apparel line.
Yep,
Watch for the Hook Business and Entrepreneur Podcast.
yep,
We're also flying. Watch podcast money merch dot mykajabi.com.
yep. I got 3 different flight plans going.
Three different flight plans, but guess what? They all have the same
They
destination,
sure do.
but they're just going different routes.
Yep.
So, we just want y'all to understand that, one of the main things that we're working on and wanted everyone to understand is that it's okay to be scared.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
And so some people be like, well, I gotta wait till everything's right.
Everything will never be right.
Say it one more time.
Everything will never be right.
If you're waiting for perfection, you'll be waiting till the end of time.
You sure will.
What we're trying to get people to understand is that when you get to the cliff, we need you all to understand how many parachutes you're gonna need
Yep.
to slow down your descent until you can correct your flight
Oh
plan.
my God, that is absolutely right there.
And that's just what we're looking at. We just want people to understand that, at the end of the day, there are lots of things that you can do to help yourself out. One, just do a little bit of research. Understand what bread you trying to sell when you come to the bread aisle. I talk about that bread aisle all the time. I'm
Yeah,
telling you, everybody that's on the bread aisle had to decide what type of bread they were selling.
they did. But you also better know your ingredients you're gonna
That
include.
too. And so when you come do those type of things, just understand a little bit. Research, a hell of a lot of commitment,
Yes,
a lot of understanding and faith and belief in yourself will go a mighty long way.
it will. It absolutely will.
So Ms. Parker, give them folks one good antidote as we ride on up out of here today.
You know what? I'm actually going to reiterate exactly what we just talked about. Perfection will never happen immediately where you can actually start your process. So don't wait on it.
Waiting on perfection. We waiting forever.
You sure will.
Catch you next time.